Hello, 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 chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm Accidental Grenade, and we are here tonight for the Binding of Isaac. We are continuing progress on our new save file. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. We're going to get the game rolling here, as this is a game that I'm very comfortable playing and commentating at the same time. But we're gonna have some discussions, we're gonna have some chats, and we're gonna have some nice progress on our third save file, The Binding of Isaac. I finally, for the first time in a very, very long time, posted a VOD of my Isaac save file because I hadn't posted anything it's not a new camera, actually. It's just a new placement of my existing camera tooth. However, I have been considering... One sec. Got overlapping musics there. I have been considering switching to Casey's mirrorless camera. I think she has a Canon EOS Rebel T5i, which is a pretty nice camera, and I might be able to make it look better and use it as a webcam compared to my existing webcam. It looks very clean. Thank you. For some reason, everything always looks like washed out and bright on the TV, but I know that it looks good in OBS. I did tweak some of the settings in the Logitech webcam. I think it probably looks better to your eyes, Tooth, just because it's more of a straight-on angle than it was before, and maybe before it was pointing towards the window, and the backlight of the window was like washing out the camera in some ways. I'm not really sure, but thank you for the compliment. I'm glad it looks clean. It's so fresh and so clean. Alright. What should we do? What shall we do, guys? Maybe we should do another greed mode run. I'm curious. Greed mode unlocks Isaac. File this under things you should do prior to the stream. Binding of Isaac unlocks. Unlockables. That's the original Binding of Isaac, not Rebirth. That's Anti-Birth. Can I just please get Rebirth? There we go. Maybe? Yes. Okay, greed mode. The only ones that I see as valuable for greed mode would be Azazel unlocks Lilith. Samson unlocks Lusty Blood, which we already did. Lusty Blood, which we already did. I don't see any others that are huge. But we do just need to make overall progress in greed mode. Let's do Azazel, maybe. Azazel is not easy in greed mode. He suffers from... The short range is sort of an annoying thing in greed mode, actually. More so than other modes. You know what? This is pretty bad, but we're going to roll with it. I mean, okay, I mean, that's a pretty good haul as far as Pageant Boys go. I guess if you're going to get Pageant Boy, maybe better to get it in greed mode than in others. Alright, we probably do want Jesus Juice. We definitely want several discounted keys while we can get them, I think. Ancient Recall. Let's be smart. Let's take that out here. And we will use it out here and see what we get. Chariot. 2 of clubs. We'll just pop. Strength. Chariot. We'll probably use strength on this floor. Take Chariot with us for maybe like a demon beggar if we find one. Let's check our gold item room. How are you doing, by the way, Tooth? All right, gold item room is fine. We're gonna occasionally get a laser out the back of our head. All right, let's plan to use strength, and we will stay in the room until we've finish the bosses, because we don't want the strength buff to wear off. So I mean, as far as item rooms go, that's pretty bad. We're probably not going to get much benefit out of Mom's Eye. We didn't get nothing out of Pageant Boy, but I would rather have like a strong item than money, I think. But you never know. Maybe that little bit of money that we get now, we hold it, and allows us to get a strong item from the shop in the future. It's sort of hard to quantify, you know. Good sweep. Good sweep. Get him. One more. Sweep him. Oh, and... Oh, you thought I was going to leave? Got him. Gotcha, chat. I'm doing good, just eating. Open the chest. Yeah, I did consider opening the chest. I think since we have discounted keys in this floor, that does make sense. I agree, Case. I agree, as Twitch likes to say. Alright, strength wears off, but it got us through that floor without taking, I believe, any damage. The only damage we took was from entering and leaving the curse room. Let's pop this bad boy. Easiest profit of my life. I will buy one more key. I will buy Jesus Juice. And then I will throw a bomb down here while we have the reroll machine. Don't think wooden cross is worth it. I don't think car battery is worth it. That's an interesting one, huh? Do you think torn photo is worth the charge? Best case scenario? I get it, Tooth. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I'm picking up what you're putting down. What are you eating, Tooth? Do you think torn photo is worth it as a Zazzers, or should we risk it to get the biscuit and keep rolling a little bit here? Look for chaos, look for guppy items, or just a good active item in general. I don't know. It's it does let us charge faster, which would be nice. What's up, Chowda? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome back, I should say. Pleasure to have you here. What do we think? What do we think, chat? Invest in Hive Mind, invest in Torn Photo, or see what's behind door number 3? Mashed potatoes and sausage? Nice. That sounds good, honestly. I welcome the back seating if you'd like to contribute your opinion. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think we could take it. I think we could also get tiers as we go. I think tiers is not super important for a Zazzers. Let's roll it. All right, we're gonna invest in early chaos, boys. And I think we want strength over chariot, but it is close. Chariot could get us an item from a demon beggar. We're gonna go with chariot. IDK, enough about this game, so yes, sounds good. Thank you so much for your valuable input. Thanks, Chowder. How you doing tonight? Alright, it's gonna give us HP. We can trade that. That gave us tears, which makes me feel good about not taking the tears earlier. The shovel can give us crawl spaces, but as far as active items go on greed mode is a bit of a letdown. Okay. 1 bomb for 2 bombs and a bunch of money. Great trade. This is going to make enemies almost certainly. It does, and instead it makes health, which we don't really need. I don't think we want any of these things. We will probably reroll. The cube, 1 orbital is not bad. Wow, we got like the same items. We've got a discounted cube now. We could buy the discounted cube just so we have like a discount pedestal. It's not a bad idea. Let's fight first. Okay, we actually did just get the crawl space right off the bat. I like that because then we don't have to keep using the shovel. Doing good as your day off? Nice. How have you spent your day off so far? Any particular staycation experiences you'd like to relate? Playing any particular games or fun stay-at-home activities, or did you go somewhere? Is it a vacation type of day off? All right, exploding enemies a little tricky with the shortened range of Azazel here, but we're gonna make it work. Bonies for the same reason. A little bit tricky. You gotta get very close. Not like this. Sorry, I couldn't get away. Thankfully, we did not get hit twice there, even though I would have without the iframes. Oh, I meant to use strength in here, and I didn't. We're just gonna save it for the next floor, I suppose, at this point. Ow. Alright. My Isaac skill, leaving a little bit to be desired right now. Perhaps lack thereof is a better way to describe it. You should be deceased. And we will fight. This is a very happy Devil Deal boss fight to see here. Very easy one. How are you still alive, tanky boy? And we get our deal. Because of chaos, it is a lackluster one. I don't even think we want to take the HP because we don't want to lock in deals with the devil. We'd rather have deals with the angel, which are free. The HP would be free. We'd get 1 HP back. Do we want pause for any reason is the question. I think the answer is also no. Alright, let's see what's behind the cube of meat. Loki's horn's actually not bad as Azazel, honestly. Now we will reroll. We'll use a bomb first. Alright, I think you go gup here. It is sad because the mark is not bad, but I think you gotta try for the gup. We could get very lucky and get enough money to get. Excuse me. To get the mark, and we did. Okay. Lots of high value coins on this run. I just got a dime and a nickel from a freaking shopkeeper. Are you kidding me? No vacation, sadly, but I've been playing Payday 2. I never played Payday 2, but from what I understand, it's a good time. Heists with the boys. Contract from below doesn't help too much in greed mode, if I remember right. Free HP is free HP. We're not going to look a gift heart in the mouth. Mostly because it doesn't have one. Oh. Okay, so we're going to be guppy here. That's pretty neat. It's pretty nifty. Till the end. Imagine if one of these was like telepills and range down. That's actually pretty annoying. Imagine if one of those was telepills and just ended the floor before I got to become guppy. I'd be a salty boy. All right, we're gonna pop this time. We're gonna remember, and we might as well pop this. We'll try to get another crawl space. I think I forgot last floor. It's not a huge deal. Crawl spaces by and large are like pretty garbo anyway, but it could help us out. You never know. You might get a miracle item from one. And when the Loki's horns hits, it's pretty nice, actually. Ah! Nice thing is, it's actually nice that those portals stay closed during the fight, so I can't accidentally yeet myself down them. Because that's a very strong possibility, honestly, when I'm at the helm. I'll use a bomb to get through bloat, honestly. One hit on that fight, I'm nonplussed. Interesting. Okay, so we don't even need to buy the collar, which is cool. I mean, honestly, I think the paw could be more valuable. And then... I mean, we're already guppy. Do we want more flies? Kind of? But it doesn't really work, right? Because the flies are only really good for the regular greed mode fights. It doesn't really work on the boss fight. Starter deck is kind of interesting. To hold a couple of cards. I think we're just done now. I think we just win. We're Tech X Guppy. I think game over. I think we just save all our money to go into the donation machine. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And Book of Shadows actually excellent as well. If we could get some kind of battery generation to go along with Book of Shadows, we would actually be completely unkillable. Right now, we're just extremely strong. I am guppy, right? Okay, yeah. I was like, where are the flies? Where are my flies at? We could use a slightly higher tier rate, but I don't want to spend any money on it until we get to 99 cents, because we should be able to beat greed as is. We want to be able to donate as much as we can. Oh my glob. Yeah, this is an easy one. We are going to rinse these bosses. Deal with the angel with chaos. Gives us pretty much bupkis. Do we even want this? Yes and no. I think it's fine. We're not going to get Polaroid invincibility fighting greed, so it doesn't really matter. There's a tinted rock there. Is a tinted rock worth one bomb, aka 5 cents? I think yes, but we can't even purchase a bomb, so never mind. I was gonna purchase this on the previous floor. I'm glad I didn't, because we just get it for free. Hanged Man, very funny game. Alright, damage actually well warranted. Even though we have Tech X, our damage was pretty low, and this is just only gonna help. We're not spending. We're in no spend zone. We're not spending any money. There's no reason. I would love for some explodey enemies to come get me over here, so that we could maybe unlock some soul hearts or black hearts. No, there's no such thing. That's what I was saying. There's no such thing as, like, I didn't need to keep my soul hearts at, I didn't need to keep my health as soul and black hearts only, because there is no Polaroid invincibility, because we don't get the Polaroid in this mode. So that's why I had no problem picking up the red heart. That's why I picked it up. 'Twas my point. Sorry if that was, unclear. Alright, none of those enemies exploded as far as I could tell, so we weren't able to use them for our purpose there. Okay, we just keep getting sort of robbed. I mean, but we're already super strong, so it doesn't really matter, but we're getting sort of robbed in the angel deals. 2 angel deals that were just totally empty with a single eternal heart in the middle is a little bit annoying. We are on the shop. We got 63 cents. No need to buy. Let's check this. Soul hearts to make this room worth it? Nope. A good way of supporting your favorite streamer is visiting their home unannounced. Yes, exactly. Yes, please. Come on in. I can't imagine how... I remember reading that, like, what's his name? If you guys know Boogie2988, very large YouTuber, he actually had a fan just, like, randomly show up at his door one time. And the guy was just, like, the kind of weirdo that shows up at your door, not, like, a violent weirdo. But he still was, like, extremely freaked out. I can't imagine how scary that would be. Like, I know you guys are cool people and all, right? But if, like, Toothpastry showed up at my house unannounced, if he just, like, knocked on my door and said, hey, I'm Toothpastry, I would all of a sudden have a very different opinion of Toothpastry. Like, it's not... It wouldn't be like, oh, it's cool. I know, Toothpastry, you're cool. Come on in. It would be all of a sudden be like, oh, Toothpastry is not as cool as I thought he was and is possibly dangerous to my my life and my well-being. It would be very, it would change things quite a bit. Let's put it that way. Don't do that. You're not invited to... I mean, you might be invited, but, like, you have to be invited. You might be invited, but don't come uninvited. Imagine if it was someone else setting me up. Oh my gosh. Like, how? What do you mean? Like your Tinder date gives you my address or something? What do you mean? I think we're going. We're going for it with 90 cents. Let's do it. We got close. We almost got to 99. We might get to 99 with the, like, if you show up saying you're Toothpastry, oh man, that would be some levels of deception for sure. I mean, it wouldn't matter, really, because I would call the cops, and they would figure out that it wasn't Toothpastry, but it would take a bit to get to that point, I suppose. So they tell you they're me. Yeah. Oh, come on. I started moving to the right here, but not fast enough, apparently. We will use our Book of Shadows. Just trying to decide when. Alright, this seems like a good time. Get in there. Halfway through. Can you... Do you shoot explodey shots? If so, can you shoot them over here? So that I can get some money out of these guys? You got bombs, right? Can you make some bombs already? You freaking jerk. Thought you were supposed to be, like, scary or something. Whoop! Okay, well, I mean, come on. You're gonna die. Just stop putting it off. Whoop! Man, it's like, our slow tier rate, I am actually, like, tapping the analog stick a bunch here and not firing, because I have to charge it up just a little bit more than I'm used to with, like, max tier rate. Tried to let it blow up. Didn't get the one up here, unfortunately. Did we get any money out of that? We did. We got to 95 cents. Nice. Unlocked Lilith. And let's see how far we can get. 95 would put us at 278. Quick maps. Special shopkeepers. Mommy says I'm special. So we donated 76 cents. So instead of at 278, we're at 259, I think. Pretty good progress. I gotta play greed mode some more eventually. I don't really recommend it. It gets tired and old pretty quick. I think once you finish greed mode, I mean, if you want to, It's fine. Once I finish greed mode on a save file, I'm very happy to never have to play it again, to be quite honest. Alright, so what should we do next? Let's look at our completion marks. What would be a good completion mark to knock off early here? Who's got really good, strong completion marks that we want to have? Honestly, Isaac, if we get to Satan, unlocks Mom's Knife, which is obviously super strong. Lilith? Duh. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose we could play freaking Lilith. How come I can't scroll to the right here? Okay, Lilith's unlocks. Yeah, as much as I hate her, she freaking does have good unlocks. Alright, 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 alright. I freaking hate Lilith. Let's player. I never finished a save file. I'm bad at video games. It's a tough game. You don't need to be upset about that. It's a tough game. Even tougher when you gotta play a character who fundamentally makes it, you know, makes you have to behave differently than you normally would and dodge in a way that is, it's not very fun for the gamer and is stupid, and this character shouldn't exist, and I hate her. I hate her so much. She's fine. I just never got enough practice to get good with Lilith. Ignores teammate? Oh, shit. Nio! What's up, buddy? Thank you for the good stream wishes. Sorry, I got a little lost in the sauce there. I can't walk to that. But what we can do, what we shall do, is kick this TNT over there. Now, the question is, do you possess the constitution, the depth of faith, to go as far as is needed? We are gonna see if we can get this and the secret room. If it is here. Bingo bango! He's done it. Thank you for the stream well wishes, Nio. Hey man, I'm really sorry about I watched your really bad, annoying outpipped situation last night in the bounty builder. For what it's worth, in a bounty builder, I'm playing it the same way you did. I think in a freeze out, maybe in a regular freeze out without a bounty in play, you can make the argument to call. But in the bounty builder, I think you gotta go the way you did. I'm right there with ya. I pop this guy just because this room is a bit annoying. Hey, free bomb though. It was a tough one. Yeah, it was a tough one. It always sucks. It sucks a lot. Oh man, I wish I had saved my. You know what? I'm using the sun on this like 100%. I wish I had saved my box of friends for this room. Not been so impatient. It sucks when you know that like that can easily go the other way, right? Like you had King 9, they had King 10. It can easily be you have King 9, they have King 8, and then you're just like freaking fist pumping all the way deep in the tournament. It's just so tough. We don't. I mean, there is the idea that like King 8 is maybe a little bit less likely to raise or whatever, but like, yeah, like I said, I don't want to rehash the whole hand of poker while I play Isaac, but just trying to make you feel a little better. I'm right there with you. Annoying, terabad, stupid hand. Stupid. It's a stupid game sometimes. I had some pretty stupidly annoying. I had two quartered cooler situations, 2 3/4 situations. I posted the one in your Discord, but I had 2 pretty close together last night in the NL08. Poker be like that sometimes. And then Aubrey took me out on a 52-48 situation. All right, we win. Speed up is actually well worth. Oh shit. shoot all these to try to get a little bit more money. We did get 1 penny, so was it worth it? All this time we spent? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's be a little stingier with our box of friends play. We want to use it on situations where I really feel like the room is overly difficult and not like it's just going to take me a long time and I'm annoyed. That allows us to be a little bit more liberal because now we do have an extra battery. We could use it up here. I don't even really want to fight in that room though. One of those chests we'd have to take damage on, and those spike chests don't even give that great of rewards. And then the other one is the iron chest, which is a very low tier chest just in and of itself. So I'm really just not interested in that room at all. Alright, this room I do think could hit me. So in the hopes of not letting that happen, we are going to pop box of friends here. I think this is going to be our regular secret room. A nickel inside. Don't need to bomb the shopkeeper to increase our deal chance, but we could bomb the shopkeeper because it's the doorstop, eh? Because it's a shopkeeper with coins in his eyes, and he could give us a nickel. Doesn't seem essentially important, though. What does seem essentially important is being a little bit careful in this room. Somehow managing to dodge these spiders. Spiders are definitely the low tier enemy that gives me the most trouble. It's their erratic movement. Very hard to suss out which direction they're gonna go. Ugh, these items. That's so bad. A better player than I might have been able to use one of those guys to unlock a key. I was more concerned with just ensuring my own survival. We probably will trade a bomb for a key to bang da dang diggy diggy diggy, but let's fight here first. Alright, this is one where you want to stay in front. I agree, this character looks less fun. Yeah, so your familiar does all the shooting. You do boost the familiar with all your pickups just like your regular tiers. So for instance, when I pick this up, they're going to get much stronger. But yeah, you have to dodge. It's a character just made to turn the Isaac formula on its head, right? Because I have to dodge with my body, but I have to shoot here. So you're totally used to like just lining up your shots and then you dodge out of the way. But now if I line up my shots and I dodge out of the way, sometimes I actually dodge into the way, if that makes sense. It just breaks your brain a little bit, and it's that way on purpose. We can't keep Book of Sin because we need Box of Friends, at least in the short term. We could take Box of Sin as one towards Bookworm. I don't think that's really worth. I think instead I'm going to take the 1/3 Guppy to lock in Devil Deals, and we have a... So Guppy's Collar, it says lives up top says ×1 ? Because Guppy's Collar gives you a 50% chance to respawn when you die. Every time you die. So it can happen. I think I once had 6 Guppy's Collar procs in a row, which is extremely low chances when you think about it. Because it would be like, what? 6 in a row would be 50%, 25%, 12.5%, 0.62 or like 6.25%, 50, 25, 12.5, 6.25. Be like 3.125. It'd be like 1.56, I don't know, something percent of that happening, of that happening that many times in a row. If my math checks out. It was a pretty fortuitous event, let's put it that way. We'll trade 1 bomb for a key there. Actually, we'll trade 2 bombs for a key because we have 7 bombs because we picked up the 5 extra bombs. I think that'll do it for this floor. Thanks for throwing the shout out in there, Tooth. Appreciate you, buddy. I didn't comment on picking up a magic mushroom. One of the best items in the game, by the way. It's an extremely potent all stats up, so we're very lucky to have it. Gave us HP, gave us damage. The only thing it doesn't give us is tear rate. Like, our tears don't fire any faster, but it gives us, like, speed, range, damage, a heart, all that goodness. And the damage buff is pretty good out of Magic Mushroom. Obviously an item inspired by the Mario brothers. No, I don't actually say Mario. I say Mario. Oops, my bad. That's my scenario. Nio, the master of pocket eights. Tooth. I'm offended. All these questions you've been asking me about pocket eights, it's because you just watched Nio play them so well and you were wondering why I wasn't as good? Is that the true story? I thought it was Alice in Wonderland. No, Magic Mush is definitely inspired by... It's funny you say that, because Magic Mush is definitely inspired by Mario. However, there are pills you can get. So Isaac you get 6 pills every Isaac run, and like everything in Isaac, they're randomly decided from an assortment of pills that you can get in the game. So like the pool of your 6 pills will be different every run, but it'll stay the same throughout that run. You can only get one of the 6 every time a pill drops. But there are pills that are one makes you larger and one makes you smaller, which is a direct reference to Alice in Wonderland. There might be other Alice in Wonderland references in the game as well, but that's definitely one. Busted. I knew it. You're quite the snowman player. What's your favorite like very standard hand nickname? I don't know. I think snowman is a pretty good one. I like that. Personally, I'm a big fan of sailboats for 4s. I just love the image of them being little bitty sailboats. I love it. Well, that's not what you want to do there. Let's pick up a battery. I pressed the wrong button. I definitely pressed the wrong button. I wanted to press the map. Better to do that there than otherwise, I think. Here's the thing. Humbling Bundle is good. No doubt about that. But we also need to level up our shops. So the question becomes then, do we need Humbling Bundle to get through this run? I am boring. I would probably say bullets. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do think I like rockets better than bullets, though, myself. As in terms of generic nicknames. Okay, AG, ready for a hard poker question? Never, but go ahead. I'm actually just going to donate. I don't think we need Humbling Bundle. We might still be able to get Humbling Bundle now that the donation machine broke already. And there is a Yara. Don't forget that. We want to use the devil on the boss fight on this floor, and then we're going to take Yara with us. Yeah, hit me with that hard poker question. Let's do it. Are you just Googling hard poker questions, Tooth? I hope this is off the dome. I hope this is actually your question. Would your chance of winning increase if you were the big blind every round? Absolutely not. The big blind is the least profitable position on the table because you are forced to input money with a random hand, which is going to be less profitable than otherwise. Your chance of winning would increase dramatically if you were the button every round. The big blind is arguably the worst position to be in if you were going to pick one position to be in every round. I should have used Box of Friends, and I didn't, and I'm mad at myself for not popping it. And once it got too far in, though, I was like, if I use it, I'm just gonna take damage anyway. So I made my bed. All right, let's lock this up. Let's go get Humbling Bundle. Accidental stream the other day. So I did actually yesterday. I was trying to tweak Casey's. I was just talking to Tooth about this. I might use Casey's Canon Rebel EOS T5i to as a stream webcam, because I think it might look a little bit better than the Logitech webcam, although it takes a lot of settings tweaking, and I'm still not sure if it's worth it. And I was testing it, and I accidentally, instead of hitting record, I hit start stream and did like a 1-minute stream of me testing my camera. And then I actually went upstairs and like hung out with Casey for a second as like a small break in my workday. And as soon as I got up there, basically, she was like, hey, I got a notification that you're live. I was like, what? Excuse me? You popped in as well? IONAG, I want to practice poker, but not against people, but bots. Is it possible? You can play money poker. You can download the pokerstars.net client, Toothpastry, and play money as well as other sites. You popped in and you said, hi, AG. Nice. Who's done it? It's me, Foxy. Thank you so much for the follow. Two of Hearts. Not really going to be very meaningful for us. So we have a couple of problems. We're not scaling like super fast in this run, but we have one big problem, which is our HP. And it's a bigger problem for me on Lilith than it is on other characters. So we got 2 coins there because we picked up Humbling Bundle, which is going to turn single drops into double drops, even if they already exist on the floor, which is pretty nice. There has to be bots too. Oh, you want to play not against people. You want to play not against people. Why do you want to play not against people? Against people is better practice, in my opinion. You can't... There probably are places you can play against bots. I mean, if nothing else, you could download, like, a poker game on your phone. I bet there are poker games on your phone that are just sims. And that at least would teach you, like, the mechanics. There's got to be games on your phone that are just, like, simulation games. Yeah, but I'm a noob. Dude, no one is gonna care if you play for play money and make terrible mistakes. Or even if they do, you can just mute all of the chat. It doesn't really matter. I could understand if you didn't want to be embarrassed at real money games, but, like, I would just say play money games, but... I'm really glad you're interested in the game, though. I can try to look into it more to see if there's some, like, if there's a good, like, I don't know, trainer program or something. The one thing I download, which is a simulation software for, like, late game situations, is called Snapshove. How dare you? I'm so glad I forgot to use the devil on the boss fight, and it's actually extremely serendipitous because we're fighting Krampus in this freaking tiny room, dude. All right, we're not gonna die, but we're gonna get very close, and we can't take that because we still need Box of Friends. I walked into the fire up there. Well, this one is gonna be a little dicey. We're gonna take this for a second so that we can go all the way over here and pick up the 2 bombs. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to get this moolah. Play Blackjackist on phone. It's all play money, but it has Omaha, Texas Hold'em, Blackjack, slots, etc. It is against other people, but it's a lot of fun. There you go. Alright, we definitely need that. We could have Yara in there out of desperation and gotten an extra heart, but that seems a waste of a Yara, even though we're almost dead. Yeah, Lilith is a pain in the ass, honestly. I don't like this character. Let's YOLO this. Friends till the end. Alright, we'll take some spiders and flies to do damage with us. I would love to be able to keep the ability to fly, but I do think Box of Friends is good for problematic rooms for us. We just need to remember to use it. We will check the vault right off the bat here. Could be very lucrative. Let's see. I mean, very lucrative in terms of consumables. We don't want for those right now, that's for sure, especially with this combined with Humbling Bundle. Checking this out. Once we have a box of friends ready, I'm willing to fight in there. Holy cow. I mean, we already have Magic Mush, which is like the main thing you get out of like a bunch of... out of like a ton of mushrooms. I don't know about that one. Like, we could get Mini Mush, which wouldn't be horrible, I guess. But Magic Mush is the main benefit, and we already got it. We could get pills, but we don't know that the pills are good. That's a lot of mushrooms in that freaking room, though. What the heck? One of those rare Isaac room variants. Alright, let's... Ooh, these bosses are Monka-esque, but we're gonna do it. Alright, we didn't actually get the annoying boss variants from this subset of floors, so this actually is really nice. These are going to be pretty easy. Ooh, and a black heart is very important, actually. Alright, I'm starting to feel the nervousness is waning a little bit, because we got a health drop, got an easier boss fight here. We've got a lot of consumables, which should set us up to get something a little better going. We're not out of the woods yet. But, we can see the light breaking through the trees. Okay. There was a lot of room to dodge there. No problem. You have to bet real money? No. It's play money. So, when as a poker player, we say play money, what I play is not play money, Tooth. Even though I buy into a tournament for $5 and I get tournament chips, and they're like fake tournament chips, we still call that playing for real money. When somebody says playing for play money, it literally means you're not spending anything. It's just like you log into the site and they give you a certain allotment of like, here's 100,000 chips. Now, some of them, like mobile games will try to make money, right? Like, they'll give you maybe a certain amount of free chips every, like, so many hours. And then if you run out and you want more, they'll make you pay for them or whatever. Hey, at least our tiers are triangular. OMG, it's ZAG. What's up, dude? Hey, nice job in the, I want to say, Super Tuesday last night? Is that what you went deep in? What is Super Tuesday? Oh, God. How dare you? Correct, sir? Nice. Hey, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Glad to see you getting those deep runs going. You can get it if you enjoy poker content. Get a shout out in there for our friend United We Zag as well. Play money is that paper crap. And then Magnificent said, if I was even more childish than I was, I would have said your mom. But play money is your mom? I'm very confused. Thank you for the shout out, sir. Sir Pastry. Ah, no. What did you go deep into? What were you deep into last night? My mother? Wow. Just wow. I thought we had standards. We do have standards. Unfortunately, they're my standards, and that joke meets and exceeds them. Well done. Accidental mom. Okay, that's a little bit... Using her actual screen name is a little bit too far, though. I gotta say. Referencing her actual screen name in the chat is like... It's a little bit too, like... You're calling her out by name. It's a little bit too much. Pentagram is nice. We need the damage. We definitely need the damage. Now, we do not want... We do not want multidimensional baby. We're gonna say thanks, but no thanks, I think. Don't take that with you. Keep the Yara. Are we out? We're gonna go grab the battery and then we out. It's like, you know, when your friend is like, man, yeah, what, yeah, yo mama, it's a very generic joke. But then when your friend is like, oh, your mother, and uses like their actual first name, is so intoxicating or something. It's like it's a little bit more personal, right? That's how it felt. I had this one friend. I've talked about this friend before on streams. But oh my god, can we actually get a kill here, please? Can we kill something? We'd have to use Box of Friends in here, huh? No, we got one. We got one. Now we're ahead of the curve. Now we're ahead of the curve. Just focus them down. I've talked about this friend in streams before. I had a friend in high school who was a very stereotypical, like, prided himself on being a stereotypical alpha male. And this friend, like, he acted like a simple "your mom" joke was the most offensive thing you could say to him of all time. Like, so much so that, like, there'd be the most obvious, like, friendly banter "your mom" joke, and he would forcibly wrestle someone to the ground for daring to mention his mother in the same breath as a sexual innuendo. And oftentimes that person wrestled to the ground was me, because the jokes were funny and I could not help myself. And the fact that he would wrestle me to the ground and make me, like, tap out because of "your mom" joke, it actually made it even funnier, I think. Honestly, I thought about Yara-ing in here. And we maybe should, because we're not going to go to the chest, so we can't Yara the chests there. Maybe we still should. I think I'm going to. Alpha males don't actually exist. Science. I covered this recently on the stream. I think. That the whole, why would I open the chest after it had nothing in it? Open it again. Because these chests are the same, and I'm a fool. We don't want Bob's brain. We don't want IV bag, really. We'll take this to not take damage from spikes and creep. We will use IV bag a few times with the HP that's in here. Get ourselves a lucky penny. And head on down the line. We covered this on the stream. Yeah, the people that, like, the guy that came up with the theory of, like, the alpha male wolf basically came out later and said, like, no, I was wrong. There's no such thing as an alpha male wolf. They really, like, sort of, like, travel in pairs. They switch up who's in charge, etc., etc. Or they travel in, like, groups and they switch up who's in charge. There's no real, like, there's not one alpha. But there's so much, like, culture is based on, like, there's been entire books written on, like, how to be the alpha. And it turns out it's just bullshit. It's so funny. Like, think how much did that mistake shape perception? Oh no, I've trapped myself. Of how you should be as a male. Because wolves should be the example that we all hew to for some reason. Just an excuse to be an asshole in my mind, but Gonna keep going. Definitely gonna keep going. Nope. That's pretty good. We're gonna take that. We've already had it, which kind of sucks because we do need to eventually touch all of the items, but higher priority early is just, like, getting the wins, I think. We do need to get, we'll want to get eventually Boss Rush as Lilith, which is the mode that we played last time, if you guys remember, that are newer to Isaac, where we fight all of the bosses in a row. We will want to get that eventually. You know what, since we need to touch, like, everything, let's grab this, because we won't want to a lot of the time. I don't know if we've had it before. want to touch that eventually, but I don't want to use it. We're not going to pick it up this time. Take starter deck. That'll give us an extra card and room for it. Temperance. It's a blood bank. Not super interested. I do want HP. We're just going to take everything we can. Except that. That sucks. Little baggie of pills. No, thank you. And we'll check the card here as well. Chariot's better than Temperance for our purposes. 38.75% chance of a devil deal. Never tell me the odds. Let's do it. Mega Satan as Lilith is much easier to me than Boss Rush. It's very difficult for me to be fast with Lilith. I can get powerful runs as Lilith. To be fast as Lilith, because to get the Boss Rush, you have to defeat Mom in under 20 minutes, remember? I find it difficult to go very fast with an early Lilith run. So I find Boss Rush a lot more problematic. Let's just go. Alright, Depths 2. We'd have to beat this floor at under 20 minutes. So for reference, we're entering this floor on this run in 28 minutes. We'd have to be much, much faster. We'd want to be entering this floor at like 15 or 16 minutes. And greedier mode. Greedier mode's a little bit annoying as Lilith as well, for sure. For sure. Oh, this doesn't hurt us, right? Heh, Callus. No, we don't want. We already turned little baggie of pills down once. I don't want it. All right, gotta kill the hearts. Welcome back to YouTube. Thank you. I really wish. I really, well and truly wish I had the time, because I miss it. I wish I had the time to make content for like directly to YouTube again. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. But it would be nice. I mean, I do want to go to the item room. It's all the way up there, which I find annoying. You have a new YouTube vid? It's literally I posted for YouTube viewers who don't overlap with Twitch always. I posted the first VOD of my my new Isaac save file. So it's sort of a cop-out like YouTube content. It's an unedited VOD, but it's just so that those people can experience the content as well. But yeah, I do have a new video up. That is what it is. Oh, it's terrible dodging. I hate these freaking turrets, dude. Okay, we can just shoot from over here now. Shut down. I hate to disparage my own content, but like I said, I just don't have the time. I wish I had the time. I used to love sitting down and batch recording Isaac episodes because like there's a certain like zen flow of commentary I get into when I'm just like by myself recording and there's not chat, and I just sort of like once I start rambling to myself, eventually I just hit this like sort of flow state. But it's been so long since I've done that just because Twitch sort of naturally became the focus, and then I there's no way I have time for both, unfortunately. How do you not have time these days, Eden? I work a full-time job, brother. What do you mean, how do I not have time? I work 8 to 5 every day. Then I have Twitch streams. Then I have a daughter and a wife and a house. Holy, you didn't know I have a job? Did you not know I was employed? How do you think I pay for my house? You think Twitch is paying the bills? Not a freaking chance, dude. I didn't know you had a job, but I didn't know how long you worked. Knew you had a job, but I didn't know how long you worked each day. I mean, yeah, it's full time, so that's normal. 8 to 5 with an hour break. Buy everything. I want your whole stock. Except that. We'll buy that on another run for sure. Magician, High Priestess works for me. Let's go. Hope we get the portal down to Shoal so we can get that unlocked as well. Jar of Flies is OP. But is it more OP than Box of Friends? Maybe, actually. You might be right. I do love me some Jar of Flies. The Box of Friends is pretty good for Lilith. He says yes immediately. You're probably right, honestly. We're gonna stick with Lilith's theme. We're gonna keep this guy. Yeah, it's only good every 4 rooms, but it is really good for that room when it's a boss room. But so is the Jar of Flies. I see what you're saying, and like I said, you're probably right. It's really just me being too lazy to backtrack. Alright, range is mostly pointless. This, however, is not. Now we've got a laser. You're always right? No. I know you're not always right because that statement is wrong. You're not always right. Have I broken you? You're not always right because you once said that a cheeseburger is a sandwich. I remember what side of that argument you were on. Now here's where Nio, who is not privy to old ancient channel memes, is going to be like, wait, what? You were not on that side? Oh, I've betrayed my own people. Brimstone Pog, what's up, hot dogs? Brief appearance today. I have things happening. Just pipped in to say sup, sup, sup. What's up, dude? You're on the cheeseburger was not a sandwich? Hell yeah, brother. I'm always right. Magnificent, you have to part left, otherwise you'd keep going in circles. Wow. Truer words never spoken. Two wrongs make a right. And, 3 rights make a left. Is it 3 rights or 4 rights? 4 rights make a left? Get me out of here. I hate things that don't turn off when the room is over. 4 rights make a straight line. That's true. Yeah, you're right. That's one of those things that I could easily figure out if I wasn't streaming, but my brain was like, I'm going to try. I give up. Because I'm multitasking. Hope you win. Hasta lasagna. Hasta lasagna. Hot dog. See you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Oh, thank you so much for the freaking... That's a common meme. No, well, so the one I've always heard is like taco or hot dog. It is a common meme now. I think honestly, I think I was one of the earlier spreaders of that kind of meme and argument on our channels back in the day. But a common one is like a hot dog or a taco. I take it even a step further and I say that a cheeseburger is not a sandwich, which is it's a pretty hot take. I find that way more people than I would think disagree with me on that one. That's pretty good. Let's take this. Baby Bender on gives your familiars homing, which on Lilith is particularly strong. A hot dog is not a taco, but a hot dog in a taco shell is. I could agree with that. I don't want to jinx it, but first in a Sadie to the high roller and 4th of 246 in the Bounty Builder series event. Let's go. You know me, I don't believe in jinxes. Spread that good news, brother. Hot Dogs, if you haven't left yet, he was in the middle of thanking you for the subs on Monday. I was. It's true. And then I got derailed in the middle of thanking someone who was very generous. Freaking Hot Dogs, I was on Bad Beat TV, and he still gifted me 10 subs and resubbed himself, the freaking maniac. You know, we'll pop this. And we'll hit this as well. Save the devil in case we get to Shoal here. Looks like we're gonna get to Shoal, boys. We unlocked something, an experimental treatment. I'm not sure what the first was. Ah, charge it up the whole way, you fool. Alright, I did have another run end on Satan, which was a pretty big disappointment. Devil and Empress as a double whammy for the Satan fight seems pretty strong. Kind of hate that room, but we didn't really have to dodge for too long, which is good. Tinted Rock? Yes, sir. See that little X? Tinted rocks get harder and harder to spot throughout the game. This little X right here marks the spot. Blow that puppy up. Baby, you got yourself a stew going. I keep hoping that we'll find Hierophant, but I actually think we haven't unlocked that card yet, so it's probably pretty hard to find then, huh? Have you ever tried boiled pizza? Oh yeah, who hasn't had a delicious boiled pizza? Some people say to go steamed, but I think that's a little bit, just a little bit, is it a little bit too cute for my taste? Boiled is the way to be. We don't have something that gives us the compass once in a while, do we? I thought I saw the compass effect there for a second, but I don't know why we would have gotten that. In real life, I have had grilled pizza. Yeah, grilled pizza is good. Ow. Stop hemorrhaging HP, you fool. Got him. Coal-fired oven pizza? Yeah, I mean, that's the gold standard. Or should I say, the coal standard. Delicious. Brick, you gotta go brick oven, right? Is that what you mean, right? Brick oven pizza? Mm. So good. God, now I want pizza really bad, guys. We used to go to this place called Frankly Pizza, I think. And they have a quail egg pizza, which is just so good. I didn't realize that was my leech. And I got scared. Probably been with us for eons. Grimaldi's is coal-fired? Well, frankly, they do have pizza there. He's got puns. He'll be here all stream. I hope, anyway. Blastocyst is like tailor-made for homing Brim. Easy life. Ow! Stop this! I hate this room! How did I lose 3 HP in there? I'm gonna die. Hey G, can you shout out our dual stream real quick? Absolutely. The dual stream command doesn't work, but yes, you can type it. You can type out a shout out. Go for it. I did not make the dual stream command because I'm a bad. Wait, maybe I did. I don't remember. I made one command and not the other. Let's see. It exists. He's done it. I keep track of what I do and don't do on the stream. It's no problem. Why do you ask? Looking for a second secret room because I'm desperate. Gonna blow up single skulls as well. Blackheart, let's go. More of those, please. This could be our second secret. Probably not, though. Don't run into the red poop. ¿Dónde está the second secret room, Pedro? At HTTPS has... Oh, yeah, it does. It's okay. It still works, but yeah, I should fix that. Got a little too slash happy. Dude, where the heck? It's got to be here, right? Where's... I'm losing my mind, chat. Where's my second secret room? It's got to be... It has to be here? Or... There's like 2 more spots. Could be here? Okay, that's a very strange location, and it was worthless. Great. Oh. Careful. Don't lose this HP for no reason. I'd be very, very upset with myself. I don't think that's worth it. I do think playing the fortune teller might be worth it. Devil and Empress is still the way we want to be. No, get it! I'm a fool. It does exist. They do exist. I'm not a fool. I'm a genius. We're probably just gonna win because of that Hierophant. Also, this dual Incubus is a lot stronger than I thought as well. We are rinsing Satan right now. Get wrecked, noob. I really didn't mean to sandbag there. I thought we were gonna die. Serpent's Kiss. Let's go. OP, but that's a fight that can easily hit you once or twice, was the problem. So we were very glass cannon at the end there, mostly because I had some that one room very near the boss. I think it was actually the second, like the room right before the boss there, almost did me in. Very nearly did me in, but thankfully we got some Lilith unlocks under our belt because she is annoying. From there, what shall we do, chat? Lazzy boy needs some stuff. Lazarus's unlocks are fine. Kane unlock anything cool? Not so much. What do you think the odds of us going to full quarantine are? So, how do you define full quarantine as opposed to what's going on right now, I guess, Taco? I need to know the defining conditions. Before I can decide what the odds are. Who's got a good greed mode unlock? We could do another greed mode, or we could do a challenge again. Who's got Eye of Belial? That's ultra greedier though. How do you unlock greedier mode? $500 coins in the greed machine. Okay, fair enough. We don't have that yet. Alright, let's do... We do need to keep grinding greed mode. Let's look at the challenges. Back to what we were doing in March. I wouldn't bet against it. Let's do a challenge. So if we go back, we go to challenges. What do we got? Head trauma, cat got your tongue, life gives you lemons, beans. I think slow roll gives us a good thing if I remember right. Slow roll is a really easy challenge too. So things I'd want to do. I'd want to do solar system, which we did. That was for Perthrow, right? So we got Perthrow and Yera unlocked. Those are the two good runes. And we probably don't want to unlock any other runes because when we get a rune right now, we're guaranteed to get one of those good ones. We can sort of game it that way. Slow roll gives us a swallowed penny. That's for keeper when we unlock him. Host gives us tech point 5. That's really good. Waka Waka gave us death's touch. We did that one already. Let's do the host for tech point 5. F, what, did you think the stream died? Alright, so this challenge gives us a whole bunch of spiders and flies. Basically, Isaac is he ain't doing so hot. We're gonna produce spiders and flies. We don't get any item rooms, but we only have to defeat Mom, and both Spider Baby and Mulligan are pretty good starting items. Not really good, but pretty good. Between those and the boss items, I think we should be able to get this done. Or for good degen bets, which league starts and then is the first to shut down? Ooh, it's going to be highly dependent on when they're starting and what their conditions are like. Honestly, if you're going by relative time, I don't know though. I think I might say the NBA. Because I think the NBA has the most... Doesn't the NBA have a ton of, like, documented cases among NBA players already? It just seems like... there's got to be people carrying it already in the NBA. If I had to guess, I'd say NBA is going to have a rough time of it. I feel like I've seen a whole bunch of cases come out of the NBA. But I don't know, it's pretty tough to predict because it's going to depend on just how unlucky the league is in coinciding with like the spike in the virus and a rise in like negative public sentiment. It's so hard to predict. Alright, HP is not what we want, but it's fine. We prefer damage or tears in a huge way. Basically, I just always want damage and tears unless I'm literally about to die in this game. I think that eventually the players are going to throw in the towel and say, F it. MLB and NBA. Yeah, I think I'd have to, you might need to know hockey equipment is a germ farm. That's true. They'll have to have much more strict policies about like cleaning stuff, I would think. But like, it is one of those things where like it is a germ farm, but if the players are tested and are clean, then it wouldn't be any different than the way hockey is normally a germ farm, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's more about their testing procedures and making sure the virus isn't there in the first place than it is about Like, if players have the virus and they don't figure that out, they're gonna spread it to each other whether their equipment is clean or not, because they're just gonna be interacting in a very physical sport altercation. I think an interesting dynamic there with the players throwing in the towel. It's gonna. I would wonder what the proportion is of players in each league that is more not poor, but like not willing to risk their lives. Like, for, you know, if you're making millions of dollars, some players are gonna be like, oh yeah, like this is worth it. If you're bottom of the rung NFL or NBA player, are you thinking like, yeah, I want to risk my life for my salary? I don't know. Maybe you're more so there because you don't have all the money saved that the millionaires do. I don't know. It can go both ways, I feel like. I mean, maybe the players that need to go back the most are the ones on the bottom rung, I guess, now that I think about it. But that proportion would be a big difference. Here's Pentagram. That's really nice damage. I don't think we want either of these. Ow. Sorry, I glanced at my phone. And I see my homie Nate. Actually, it was Lime Ricky tweeting at me, bragging that she got second place in 8 game today. She's trying to instill fear in us for the Bad Beat TV Stream Team Challenge. Joke's on her. I'm already terrified. I'm gonna be terrible at whatever we're playing. What are we playing? We're playing 5-card draw. I'm gonna be so bad. At least we're playing PL08, but I might have sunk myself choosing PL08 as my game in the Stream Team Challenge, because pretty sure at least 2, if not 3 of the other Stream Team members are at least like pretty good at PL08. I think Fat Bob Records and Jackal both might be very good at PL08 actually. So I think out of games where the chooser has the edge, I think I might actually have the smallest one if I have one at all. Shaking in my booties, gang. Fair point. I just have a hard time seeing any of them not have an outbreak. I don't know that they'll necessarily have an outbreak. I think players will test positive, but I think they're also way below the demographic of like it being considered like an outbreak where players are actually dying, and they have like the best healthcare in the world. So I don't even know if the public would ever perceive it as an outbreak, even if a bunch of players test positive for the virus. You know what I mean? I think the more pressure that will be on the sports leagues is less about them testing positive and more about like public perception of the virus and them being irresponsible, and the huge risk of like them not wanting to be like have a high profile death where like you know, imagine like, I don't know, like an NBA player or one of their family members like actually dies of the virus. Even if it's low chance, like why would you want to be the league where that happens? And then like it just is like horrible PR. Although I said the same thing about Disney World freaking reopened as Florida has like its biggest spike in cases yet. And like, what in the world are they thinking reopening Disney World? This is a very Monka-esque room. Why would they want someone's association with Disney World to potentially be, even if the risk is small, to potentially be like, oh yeah, that Disney World trip, that's where grandma got sick. Like, what in the fuck are you thinking? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Just think, as more players keep testing positive, even especially if more of the elite stars do it, we'll get to that point. I think you're right about the players at the bottom of the totem pole. The dollars probably means more to them. Yeah, the more I sussed it out, I think those players are probably the ones that, because income equality in America, to be frank, kind of sucks a lot. Those players are the ones that are going to be forced to go back to work. If I win the high roller tonight, I'm going to Disney World. Let's go! Group Disney World trip! Everybody bring your selfie sticks. Yeah, we'll just reopen Disney World. I'm sure we can trust 9-year-olds who are meeting Mickey Mouse to respect social distancing. What's the problem? There's no COVID in Disney? Yeah, there's no COVID in Disney, and there is no war in Ba Sing Se. And there are no tanks in Tiananmen Square. You stole my next quote! I don't even know anime, sucker! Why does one of my messages have the grenade, but the Let's F Go doesn't? Oh, that's weird. For me, it's the opposite. For me, your Let's F Go has the badge, but your winning the high roller statement doesn't. I don't know. The badges sometimes bug out. Avatar is an anime. Don't freaking content prude anime for me. It's anime. Maybe it doesn't meet all the strict disqualifications of anime, but Avatar is absolutely an anime. Don't gatekeep anime. Excuse me, says Tooth. Oh geez, here we go. Here we go. Here come the weebs. Here they come. I thought the NBA complex was in Disney. Is it really? Like that they chose for COVID, or it always was like even pre-COVID? Kind of hate this room as well. The thing is, I can beat a run, like even a very, very bad Isaac run, I can usually beat Mom on. So I'm not like super concerned. We just have to get through a couple more floors. We should be fine. Squeezy is a very nice pickup. I very much appreciate the tears up. Even more than the soul hearts. I mean, sure. Actually, anime is a style of Japanese film, and television animation. Avatar isn't Japanese. Is Avatar autofill and anime? The term comes from Japanese, and in that language, yes, Avatar is anime. As used in Japanese, the term simply refers to animation and does not distinguish it by nation of origin. But as a loanword in other languages, however, Avatar usually doesn't qualify. When you categorize it as a medium, anime are nothing more than what animated series in the West are. Heck, the word anime stands for animation, so yes, Avatar The Last Airbender is an anime. 15 Reasons, Avatar The Last Airbender is an anime. It's at the very least a divisive question. I see BuzzFeed-esque articles on both sides of the argument. I will admit, I might have cherry-picked a few, although they were the first results that supported my argument. No, because Avatar is a very specific. It's like if somebody makes a Western in Russia, you can still recognize it and say that's a Western. Even though it didn't star Clint Eastwood, it didn't come from America. It has all the tent poles of a Western. You know, I'm not saying freaking SpongeBob is an anime. Avatar is exactly like all of the Japanese animes. It just was made in America. The Mandalorian is a Western. Yeah, exactly. Because you can tell because it's a Western. It just has all those little things. Imagine your wife self-restricting stars and now you're restricted too. Dude, shh, don't tell Casey. She's gonna start threatening me. She'll be like, Do the dishes or I'm gonna self-exclude myself on PokerStars PA. When does the high roller kick off? Good question. Good luck. Good luck, boys. Nio, how's that ticket looking, buddy? I don't, you know, I know you might believe in the jinx more than me, so I apologize if asking is too far. I'm just saying, by all metrics except country of origin, which is a bullshit metric in my opinion, Avatar is an anime. 7 of 8, 7 gets a $39 rebate, 100 for 6, and 5 get in. Ooh. Okay. Okay. It's Monka S. Yeah, dude, those are terrible satty situations. I hate that. I hate that. I did eventually get the ticket after many satellite attempts in NL08, but I did have one that was freaking, was a $10 satty, and I made like, I got the min cash spot for like $3.90. I was like, why even have this? Why even have this spot? Just put it in the other 2 spots and pay less. It's annoying. 8 of 8. 8 of 8 now. Please. Please, sir. My stack, he is very sick. Help my boy. How much was the satellite? What's the cost of the okay. I thought that was still gonna catch me all the way at the wall. I was gonna be mad. What's the cost of the satellite? And then how much is the high roller actually to enter? Judas's shadow is interesting. We probably won't become Judas, but we'll take it anyway. Hello, hello. Let's take this. Take this. This is our last floor, right? So we might as well play the heck out of this guy. Yeah, that's why we might as well. We don't get item rooms, so what do we need keys for? That was a lot of good stuff out of that guy. A lot of good stuff. All right, in we go. You get High Priestessed. Because we can't use High Priestess on the mom fight. Because it'll stomp us. Because it's her foot. Pro tip. Let me come in here. 50 to buy into the Sadie. 500 for the high roller. Okay. Yeah. Good value. I mean, good value then. Typical satellite stuff. But yeah. Way outside my price range. When the satellite is even more than the top of your buy-in range. Monka S. Alright. Again, like, you know, we're weak. You can have a run that's much stronger than this, but this is where the run ends. This is where the challenge ends. So easy peasy. Gonna unlock Tech 0.5, which is a really nice item that we can get from our item rooms now in the future in all of our runs. And then we'll do another regular run, maybe a greed mode run. We could do boss rush, but boss rush doesn't do anything for us on a challenge. We've been in here. You're looking forward to the pseudo sleevey slam at 9. Oh, there's a makeshift. There's a hyper turbo. Hyper turbo PKO. Bob, we had a baby eats a boy. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who wants a piece of me? Does Eden unlock anything good? My girl? Kind of. We gotta have 7+ heart containers to get Maggie. That's just gonna happen at some point. Yo, it's 20 bucks? That starts at 9? Ooh, I kind of want to play that. Yeah, WTR go, well, I guess I will be in that. Yeah, I kind of want to play that too if it's 20. So this might actually be the last run then. I don't think I'll stream the poker. Probably just play it on the laptop and hang out with my wife. But we're going to do one more run here. Don't leave us, please. I mean, I could just switch to a poker stream, I guess, if you want to do that.
Beautiful.
That tournament won't last like super long. Stone Bubble 8th. No. Hey Ray, thank you for the follow. I'm not going to read your name because it has a word that I find offensive in it, but I do appreciate the follow nonetheless. It's kind of weird because I find that word offensive. I don't know why Twitch would even allow it. And then I'm in a weird spot if you like talk in chat. Because I don't know if I should let the name even exist in chat. Let's do it. F it. A poker stream? We can switch over. I should be able to finish this run in under 44 minutes, I think. Not, it's going very terribly. Don't leave us, please. I mean, it wouldn't have been for another, like, at least till this run is over. That's kind of... the Isaac streams haven't been that long, generally speaking, anyway. Ah! I'm not throwing on purpose, I promise. I've just become Toothpastry's enemy for suggesting poker, or is it Hot Dogs that hates poker? I don't think either of them hate poker. Necessarily. I think both prefer the gaming streams. I mean, Tooth is even thinking about learning the pokers. He's asking for the best way to learn, so I don't think he hates it. But that could be a very juicy game. Those hyper turbos, I feel like people make some glaring mistakes. It also could be a very quick way to lose $20, so there is that. I'm currently the best. Checking after the pre-flops does the trick. Very underrated strategy, checking after the pre-flops. You're correct. It's, you're playing some interesting variants where there's more than one pre-flop. I'd love to see how that works out. Feel like I'm definitely max regging that one. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I really think, I keep saying it, and I don't want to be contentious because I know I work with and talk to a lot of regulars who register and re-register tournaments all the time. But I really think late regging PKOs is just pissing away money. Both Ryan LaPlante and I was watching Ryan LaPlante's tournament review of Imaginecast's PKO and this book that I'm reading on PKOs right now. Both of them say, like, basically just never, after like maybe like 15 to 20% of the field has busted that out of a PKO, you're registering a game that's like unbeatable in the long term for sure and very hard to beat in the short term. I don't know. I'm never late regging PKOs anymore. I'm just not doing it. It's basically one bullet unless I get coolered in the first like 15 minutes. But I hate saying it because I feel like I'm just like attacking my friends because I know this is what you guys are doing. But really, I think it's an interesting and important discussion to have. I think it's a bad idea to register them late. I think your edge becomes a lot harder to realize because so much equity has exited the tournament, right? I was just being an idiot. I did something stupid last night, especially for me. I late regged the 75. I mean, if you're okay with just like, you know, recognizing that it's a terrible idea, I guess. But like, I think most people that I talk to, the community that we have surrounding poker is like a community that's trying to take it seriously and make the most profitable decisions. I think it's a mistake. I think when you really factor in the fact that, like, there's so much of the prize pool that is gone, the more people bust out of a PKO. The book that I'm reading about PKO is actually, they liken it to, you can almost look at it as, like, the rake of the tournament increasing by, like, 10 cents or whatever it is with every person that busts, right? So, like, 10 people have busted, not a big deal, right? 100 people have busted, all of a sudden you're looking at $10 in increased rake. Do you want to be in that tournament for $10 in increased rake? I mean, maybe you say yes, but at some point it's got to be an equation where it's not worth it anymore, right? Depends on what you think your ROI is, I suppose. But I just think when you factor together the facts that, like, first of all, the bounties, that equity you can't get back. It's like completely gone from the tournament. And then in PKOs, it's so much harder. The payouts are so much smaller. And when you enter the tournament late, your stack is small and you don't cover for bounties. So not only do you have to get lucky and double up when you're going to be hunted aggressively for your bounty, you can't win anybody's bounty until that happens, right? I don't know. The factors all combine together to make it just seem like... I'm almost like sort of trying to reiterate this for myself, because I find it very tempting to re-enter these tournaments as well. And I'm really trying to, like, drive it home for myself not to do it. But I don't know. You know, it's your money. You can do what you want. I just think... Hey, now, don't comment on another man's stack. I was antsy last night, just wanted to play it. $75, very high buy-in for me. I never go that high. Everything you're saying makes sense. Like, I actually think, like, re-entering a freeze-out, I can see how you could even make an argument that it's, like, worth it, right? Or that it's even, like, late regging for some players might even be better than registering early if you, like, consider yourself to have, I don't know, more of an advantage at, like, a lower stack size. Or, you know, ICM-wise, your chips are just worth more when you register late. I get that. But in a PKO, there's like a confluence of factors, I think, that come together. There's a lot of non-money equity in rebuying, at least for me. Like, a belt is a huge deal for me in the stream. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's definitely a thing where I've played higher buy-ins or rebought into tournaments that I shouldn't have... or, like, bought into tournaments that I shouldn't buy into, or they're, like... Or rebought into tournaments just because it was stream hype because of, like, a raid or whatever. That makes sense, I guess. That makes sense, I guess. Damn, failed dick joke. Don't comment on another man's stack. Your stack's looking a little peakish. Don't really want Diplopia. Tempting to buy a Soul Heart, but we shouldn't need it. Let's keep going. Look for something a little more interesting. I guess we'll buy BOGO Bombs just because it's really cheap. Pretty disappointing, though. Let's roll. No, you know, actually, Nio, that's something that, wow, we got damage down and tears down. That's a really unfortunate experimental treatment, guys. So, experimental treatment does random things to your stats. I decided to roll the dice, and it was a rather unfortunate dice roll. I don't know why Isaac keeps getting those little hiccups, by the way. That's something I hadn't considered, Nio, in terms of the non, like, money equity. And I definitely should have, I guess. I mean, for me, a lot of it, honestly, though, is it's a bit egocentric, I think, actually, now that I think about it, because I tend to project my own feelings onto others and sort of want to protect them against that. And what I mean to say is, like, for me, I think more than other poker players, it seems, maybe it's just lack of experience with online poker for me, because I don't have as much as some of the other guys, or lack of experience like playing like high buy-ins and stuff. But for me, when I have a day where I've rebought into a bunch of tournaments and it hasn't worked out, losing multiple times in the same tournament in particular tends to make me pretty sick to my stomach. So there is like a psychological factor, and I really try to protect myself from that. But are you going to do a makeup stream? A makeup stream for this one? What do you mean? Or a makeup stream for... like one where I put on makeup? I don't think that's what he means. Are you disappointed with the length of tonight's stream? Is that what you're saying, Tooth? If I cut it short in the next half hour? Or missing the gaming streams? It's gonna be tough. I could try. Just strapped for time, bruh. The problem is, at this point, I would probably owe a lot of makeup streams, and I don't have the. It's a debt that I can really never afford to pay. It's a tough question. I would love to. I wish I had. I wish so much all the time, every day, that I didn't have to work my full-time job. I wish I could do daytime gaming streams and nighttime poker streams. Unfortunately, not a possibility yet. Maybe someday. Is there something in particular you'd like to see in a makeup stream, Tooth? Man, these are bad. We'll take PhD, I guess. That's a pretty good PhD, though. Lots of HPness. If one of us wins a belt, we could probably parlay that into an interview or some article put out by PS, by PokerStars. That's fair. And I mean, hey, if that's how you see it and you're just like making an investment towards that end, that's a really interesting way to look at things, and that makes sense. I guess I'm in like the weird spot where, like, even if you told me I could get an interview with PokerStars, would I spend $3,000 to do it? I probably wouldn't, just because I have family and bills, you know. I guess I don't know what number I would spend, but probably less than like $3,000, which might be like what you would invest in like over a series and multiple bullets and stuff like that. Of course, that's assuming you don't actually like profit as well, which is not out of the question. Of course. Yeah, I guess I just have to be a little bit more frugal with stuff like that. Definitely would like to see you play Repentance. Oh, Repentance is going to happen. When Repentance comes out, I promise you, my plan as of right now is to take like a week off of work and stream nothing but Repentance. As in no poker streams for that period of time. Alright, this boss is just annoying, so we are going to use our strength card here. And a bomb. Get through it. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. HP is rather disappointing. A second guppy item is not that disappointing, though. We are 2/3 gup. And we pick up Book of Belial, which is better than Bob's Rotten Head for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's go to the curse room. We'll have to spend 1 HP to go in and out of it, but it could make us guppy, so it's worth the look-see. You missed the Jackbox streams? I do love doing the Jackbox streams. They are a great time. I'm really looking forward to, I think it'll be around like October when the new Jackbox comes out. I think we might be able to have some fun times, maybe even like do a collab stream with some poker community folks and get them, get those clever people on the stream. Be a cool way to collaborate. Because collaborating with people across the world in poker is tough because we can't play on the same site. But there is some overlap that I've seen. A lot of the poker community has taken to Jackbox, which I love to see. And I think that could be a fun way to integrate communities. I do want to explore that. It makes me a little sad, Tooth. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I know I've disappointed you in some ways on the gaming front. It does make me a little sad. I just wish I had more time. The hardest thing for me is like I do not have enough time, and both communities, to experience growth, both communities require consistency, right? So I can either half-ass poker and half-ass gaming and watch both flounder, or I can, like, what I've kind of been doing is commit to poker and then do gaming, like, sort of when I can fit it in. And that's why the gaming, you know, streams don't do that well anymore, and why that's sort of, like, floundered. And I don't have time to play things other than Isaac, because Isaac is what people want to see the most. And so if I'm going to only have streams once in a while, Isaac is what I play. When Retromania Wrestling gets released next month, I'm going to take a couple days off work. For real? What is Retromania Wrestling? Is it like actually like WWE wrestling? You're that hardcore into wrestling? And I'm not judging. It's just I hadn't heard of this game. I remember WWE wrestling games used to be good. And then I think they had like a bunch of years where they just like super phoned it in. Like they used to actually have like a pretty robust, like I think it was like WWE on like the N64 was actually like super fun. Like a pretty neat game. It's okay, we made it. It's a sequel to an early 90s WrestleFest arcade game. And it's coming out now? That's pretty amazing. Ugh, no. Soy milk. We gotta touch it sometime, but this is a terrible run to have soy milk. I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna come down here and fight this room real quick. Give it a Google. It looks sweet. Don't ever tell me to give it a Google again. Get me all hot and bothered. Very tempting. There's a red chest in there. We might open it just for the guppy dream. Never mind. We are the kitty cat. Let's go. Speed run time. Look how adorable I am. I'm even Corona safe. Look at me. Got a mask on and everything. Dual stream, give it a Google. Wow. He got me. Hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Picard. I think we're actually not going to take Death's List. Death's List is pretty hard to utilize with Guppy, and I don't want to expend the HP. It's a good no-take, in my opinion. So Death's List gives you occasional bonuses in the forms of consumables or stats if you kill enemies in a certain order in the room that you're in. But because our flies auto-target, it makes it pretty problematic to pull it off. And it would have costed us, it would have cost 3 out of our 6.5 HP. So just in case, we're just going to play it a little safe. I mean, we're very strong, so we probably would have been fine. But, again, we're just going to play just ever so slightly on the safe side in terms of preserving our health and our safety. Haha, I too like to live dangerously. You know what? How about this one? You ever think about that? Empress. Let's take Death into the next room and hiya. Empress will use for the fight of the boss. The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, is that the da da dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da dun da da dun 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 da da dun do. Bum 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 do do do. Hive mind. Perfect rendition. Thank you. I'm sure you thought I turned on Spotify, but no. 'Twas me. Thank you, Nayo. No, kryptonite for my flies. They just kamikaze on the zombie faces. Dang you, Zambronis. No, it goes like this. Dun dun dun. Oh. So easy to describe how music goes in Twitch chat, right? What's that song that goes dun 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 da dun 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 da da? Oh yeah, I love that. That's my jam. Excuse me. Second secret room. Sweet. So a solid one. Meow. You know what? We'll pop it. Didn't need it, but we'll pop it. Lord of the Pit is a waste, and I hate it. Lord of the Pit just gives us the ability to fly, which as Guppy we already had. Speaking of which, red chest's also a waste. We have the best thing you can get out of red chests, which is the Guppy transformation. We did pick up Hive Mind, which makes our flies do even more damage, which is one of the best items to go along with being Guppy, by the way. So we are very, very, very strong now, and should have no problem just friggity flying through the rest of this run. Would you rather smell like armpits or smell armpits 24/7? I mean, I guess how bad smelling are the armpits? I'd probably rather smell like armpits. Unless it's strong enough that, like, literally people, like, don't want to be in the same room as me. But even then. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's weird though, because you know, if you smell something all the time, you develop a tolerance for it, right? Like, have you ever been in a room that smelled incredibly bad and you walk in there and at first you're like, ugh, but then after like literally like it can be only like 5 minutes, you just don't notice it anymore? Maybe that's how it would be if you smelled armpits 24/7. You just be like, you know, this is what I smell. I think I might have like changed my own mind on this one. I might go with smell armpits. Final answer. Interesting. It's like, would you rather have a dick for a thumb or a thumb for a dick? This is my friend. His name is Rick, with a dick for a thumb and a thumb for a dick. I'd rather have a dick for a thumb. I just make up a medical condition and have to wear like a cast on my thumb all the time. And then, you know, 2 dicks. So I see no downside, honestly. I see like a very small inconvenience downside. I choose the dick thumb, not the thumb dick, for sure. Don't suck your thumb. Don't tell me how to live my life. There's plenty of people out there who only don't suck their own dick because of flexibility issues. So I'm pretty sure thumb sucking, you know, would be in their repertoire. Although I'm told sucking your own thumb is less like getting your thumb sucked than more just like sucking a thumb, you know? If you know what I mean. We have taken a turn. What, in the poker or in the stream? I know, I'm kidding. I know what you mean. And yes, we have. Would you care to contribute, Nio? do you have an opinion that you'd like to share with the class? Like, we can use this, but we shouldn't really need to, but it will make the room go ever so slightly faster. You know you're in a good spot when you're strong enough that just, like, an item as good as Book of Belial, you just don't even need it. We are popping off. Got 28 keys. I'm not too worried about these. I'll grab that one. Screw the other one. Power pill. Probably better off with Empress. Yeah, there was a dude in college. Sure, a dude in college. I'm asking for a friend, says Taco. There's a dude in college. A guy he knew talked about how he wished he was that flexible all the time. I see. Sure. Tell that guy to do morning stretches. You never know. Dreams do come true. Do your stretches. This is Utero 1. We're gonna take this into this room to re-roll Jenkins. let's reroll it. Oh, greedy. I'm greedy. Didn't work out. That's okay. We got Emperor, which is nice. Oh, man. This is a tough one, though. Emperor, Yera, Empress. Let's take Emperor. We will not use Emperor on the next floor. We'll use it, hopefully, when we get the Devil Deal to go to Shoal. Seriously, it wasn't me. I wonder whatever happened to him. He got that flexible, and then no one ever saw him again. That's my prediction. He figured out the trick to get that flexible, and that was just all he needed. Moved to a cabin. Lived a happy and secluded life. Any chance we will see/hear your videos of doing stand-up comedy? Almost absolutely not. I think some of the humor in those might be a little bit dated and just make me hate myself. That was a long time ago. Almost certainly not, I think. It's not something I'm completely opposed to doing again, though. I had a great time. Again, I don't know how I would ever have the time to go do stand-up comedy, especially because, like, at least with a kid doing Twitch streaming and YouTube content, I still can, like, step away from it to interact with my family. Comedy, it definitely does not have that advantage. So saying I did stand up is a little bit, it's maybe too far, Taco. I did a bunch of open mics, where I experienced, like, a bit of success. I won, an open mic stand-up competition and opened for a couple of professional comedians, but I never was paid to do comedy, so you know, I mean, take that as you will. Like, I want a stand-up comedy competition at one point. Oh, you've done stand-up as well? Nice. We are cut of the same cloth. That is for certain. All right, we'll pop this guy. Come on, give me this 78.575% chance of the deal with the devil, please. So we can go to Shoal. You know you want to. They've done it. All right, this is nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 rooms in Shoal to get our charge on Book of Belial, and then we're gonna teleport using the Emperor card to the boss fight. Making a fool of yourself doesn't count as doing stand-up. Okay, I never won a competition, but the open mic and opening stuff is all the same. Nice. So you opened for some pros as well? That's pretty sweet. Opening for professional comedians, though, as a no-name is like sort of... It's almost sort of annoying. Because it's cool. Like, I would think... I only did it the one time. I would think if you did it a lot... It's cool to get the exposure, but at the same time, you're, like, hyper aware of the fact that, like, nobody wants to hear from you. Everybody is just, like, reluctant to laugh. They're all just like, just get this guy out of the way so that I can hear the comedian that I, like, found tickets for and, like, paid to come see. It's very much like you just are very aware that, like, nobody is interested in your comedy at all. You have to earn the laughs, like, to, like, a huge degree compared to if they're coming to see you. But I did earn some laughs, which was a very good feeling. I do miss the one thing, like, there's not enough lull emotes in the world, honestly, to match the feeling of getting, like, a huge laugh out of a live crowd. It is a drug. It's a drug for sure, and I miss that high. Similar in a way to binking a poker tournament, honestly. Similar in a way. That same sort of just awesome feeling. When you, like, put your pause right in the right place of a joke and then deliver the punchline or the callback to a previous joke and you get that raucous laughter, there's nothing like it. There are very few things like it. Oh! Alright guys, let's take a look at this poker tournament. Do we want to play this poker tournament? Let's see. Get some pretzel rocks going at the same time. The hyper turbo, so I wouldn't be up very late, right? Because a hyper turbo that starts at 9 is not going to go super late. I don't know who that is, Taco, but congrats. Billy Gardell, Mike and Molly. I don't know what either of those things are. I think I've heard of Mike and Molly. Bounty Builder tournaments. Upcoming only. Excuse me. There we go. 8 minutes. Bounty Builder Series 17. Hyper Turbo. Yeah, we're definitely going to be in there. There's even a satellite running right now in late registration, I think. $3 last chance satellite. Late reg ends in 13 minutes. What are you buying? You get 3,000 chips. It's a 6120. It's actually not that bad. We could try for the Satty as well. Alright guys, we're gonna end the stream and restart it with poker. Delay incoming, yeah. 2-minute delay incoming. I will be right back, okay? We're gonna play the satellite and we're gonna play the tournament itself. This was an open mic at Pittsburgh Improv. I was the last one before a touring pro came on. I crushed. Nobody laughed at him. He walked off the stage, refused to talk to me or shake my hand after the show. That's great, dude. That's hilarious. Oh, why would you have such an ego? Why would you not? I don't know. I don't understand people who are not nice, honestly, just in life. Who are just assholes. Alright, yeah, we're gonna enter this satellite. I'm gonna shut down the stream and come right back. Do not leave. You're not allowed to leave. Don't touch that dial. I'll be right back in approximately 2 minutes. Stick around.